Hey guys, Lingo here, and today I got a slightly different strat than I normally been introducing to you guys. It's a little bit of recon, but we're not actually going for a complete 6 recon. We're just going to do a few recon at somewhere that's a little not so hot drops. So we dropped outside of the white circle, and we went to a place that is kind of far from where the plane is dropping, so it's kind of not going to be very hot. And we're basically just going to do the recons that's near us, and we're not going to do any more and go out of our way to do extra. So if there's 2 or 3 recons, that's all we're going to do, and then after that we're actually going to try and get a fast loadout. So it's kind of different than what I normally do for my strat to how to win. Alright, so let's look at how I engaged in this combat and how I positioned myself. I noticed the guy was actually outside, so I thought he was actually going to run from the other side. So I pre-aimed that area, but unfortunately he went the other side. So now, right here, I position myself at the doorway, so I have a backup solution. If the battle gets a little iffy, I can, get back in the doorway and get away. So I always kind of position myself in a way that's a little tight, and there's only one spot that I had to really look at and be afraid of. So I didn't just immediately run into the garage and have myself, wide open. I'm always somewhat in a cover.
So we don't necessarily do, if there was another recon, I would have just did it. There was no other recons.
Alright, right here I'm just gonna let Badrobot talk because this is actually his strat.
No,
so
yeah, I don't go out of my way to do scabby. We can just start working our way in if you want.
So I basically play a game with him and let him lead.
You need money?
I let him tell me how we should play.
No? Okay.
What we should get and stuff like that. So he was the one who suggested where to land.
And actually on this one, we would probably go post up there in our final circle right now. Because we can tell, we know what buildings we like in certain parts of the map, and once we get the circle small enough, and we see a building that we like, we just go to it.
Again, actually, it's an amazing strat, but it's not a strat that I actually use.
There's a car over here, so I would take this car right now, and we'd go over there.
It's definitely not my strat. I always like to land somewhere super hot so I can get all the money that I can possibly get. Or if I'm doing
you want to go do that
I'm always trying to
head up there, or do you want to fight a little bit more?
All supply boxes located.
So right here, we're basically doing exactly what he was saying. Get in the car and just get to that house that he was
oh, there's guys
about.
Right there. Up here somewhere. Okay, let's just jump in.
He wants to just jump in the car. I love that. Like, this fight right here doesn't benefit us. We have so much money. What's going to benefit us the most to actually win this game is to actually get to that house that he was talking about. And the reason why he chose that house is because it's the center of that circle that we did. We only did 2 circles, but basically, what his strat is, you do 2 or 3 recons, or however many recons you can do.
So we will do the couple easy recons. We'll try to do like 5 or 6 if they're in the area. But if it's not easy, like it is right now, and it's going to cost us getting to the final circle, we just boogie to the final circle and hope, and then we'll play the edge style if we have to.
Exactly like what he said. Again, this is his strat. I'm not taking credit.
Free loadout here in about 20 seconds, so we'll ghost up on the way in.
So the very first loadout he actually got overkill, and then the second free one, he'll get ghost. But for me, I just have ghost, and for my second one, I got a sniper rifle. So we're holding this house, and we're basically killing anyone that's kind of near this house. So the only thing that I don't really like about this strat is, if you can kind of notice, like, we don't really have a lot of like all the stuff we need. For example, we don't have armor box, ammo box, and we don't really have a kill streak.
Bullets by chance?
And also, we don't have a lot of bullets too.
Yeah, I only got 45. I need to go over to this guy's dead body, I think.
And right here, I dropped in the staircase like a retard. I didn't know that's a glitch. So I guess how we know, don't drop it on the staircase.
No. Where did we get hit from?
So again, let's kind of recap what the strat is a little bit different from my strat.
Oh.
The way I play, I always like to drop somewhere hot, or if I'm going for recons, I'm doing all 6 recons. You know, it's like either go big or go home. But the thing with his strat is that it's actually very smart. He wants to drop somewhere that's kind of
There's gonna be 1 on 2 or 2 on 1.
he wants to drop somewhere that's far from where the plane is landing. So usually when you drop far, there's not going to be a lot of teams that drop there because not a lot of teams will fly that far. So once he dropped there, you know, he does recons too, but he only does recons that's easy, and he's not going to go out of his way to do some weird, random, hard to cap recons. So that's really smart too. So, but the way that he's playing it, there's no way he's going to get 6 recons because, you know, if you're not going to go out of your way, the most you can do is probably 2 or 3. Yep. Maybe if you're lucky, you could get 5 or 6, but that's completely rare. So, I mean, his strat kind of works. He drops somewhere that's, you know, easy to contest because no one drops there. And then he does however many recons that's easy. And then he runs to the center of that circle. And then he kind of just, you know, play passive from there. At this point right here, we got here. And then we have to play the edge. So this circle kind of works out because it's not in a place that has a lot of skyscraper. So it actually works out wonderfully. At first, Badrobot actually wanted to rotate it left. And I was like, no. We got to go to the best position, which is this high ground right here up into the mountain.
Copy. Copy.
So right here, I'm pinging the guy, but I don't need to kill him because I don't want to give up my position. I'm already assuming there's a team on the mountain. The hills. So I never really had a good shot where I'm like 100% certain that I can down the guy. So I never shot. If you want to shoot someone, make sure you can actually kill him completely. There's no point of like breaking his armor and then have him like, you know, prone down. And then now you can't kill him and you gave up your position. So right here, I'm still really thinking that there's somebody up on this hill here. Because it's just such a good spot. Like if I was to play this game, I would have actually chose this hill instead of that house when where we were initially at. But you know, we got lucky. No one was up on this hill, so it was easy to actually get to this hill. But you see, if we didn't rotate to this hill, the team that was from that police station, the team that we just killed, we killed one guy. There was one more. They would have been on this hill, and then it would have been, you know, a disaster for everybody else. As you can see, we were just kind of firing at everybody that's down below us, and nobody can really do anything about it because, you know, in Warzone, high ground is major advantage, especially in this case. And for those of you who doesn't really know why high ground has major advantage, is because high ground players dictates when to initiate a fight and when to stop the fight. So like right here, the people down there, they want to stop the fight, but they can't stop the fight because, you know, we're always constantly peeking at them. But let's say if they broke my armor plate, or maybe if they down me even, I can easily get back, and there's no way they can see me, and my buddy here can, you know, res me. So that's why high ground is always a major super advantage. That's why if we actually pushed the left edge, we would have been down there like all those guys. And the people that was at the police station, the one we just killed, we only killed one guy, so there was one more person. They would have this hill, and then we would have been in trouble. So again, you have to kind of predict where everybody's at. So we killed one guy at the police station. We know that it was not a team wipe. So when it's not a team wipe, we got to think, hey, where's his other buddy? He was running towards the tunnel. So most likely his buddy is in the tunnel already. So right here, I'm assuming there's one guy in the tunnel. And then obviously the other guy is behind the markers that we were at. They're behind those buildings. Yep, and there they are. Now it's 2v1 is almost a guaranteed win. And right here, how I will position myself is one of us should be like right on top of this, like exactly where I'm at. One of us should be here, and the other person should be rotating leftwards. So as you can see, Badrobot kind of exposed himself a little bit too much at the moment. He should have taken my spot where I was, and then I should move out, or I should stay at where I was, and Badrobot, instead of where he's at, he should be at my position. So then the thing is, you know, see right here, Badrobot was forced by the smoke, but if he was right on top of that tunnel, him and the guy would have taken the smoke at the same time, and then I would have been like, you know, where I'm at. So then it will be like guaranteed win. It got a little iffy there because, you know, Badrobot was dead, and then it becomes like a 1v1. We really give the other guy a high chance to actually win the game, but you know, he was still at a disadvantage. But the thing is, when it's 2v1, just, you know, don't throw the game like we almost did here, but good thing we didn't. Anyways, dude, this strat right here, this is from Badrobot, and we actually only play like 2 games, I think, and we won both games. This is the very first game we played using his strat, and it works. And then we play another game using his strat too, and we just won. So honestly, his strat is completely good. I love it. The only thing is, like, it's not really my play style, but I can see how this really helps people who's not very good at combat. So you should try this strat. Anyways, if you guys haven't, please like this video. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'll see you guys next time.